Hello.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Good, good.
Yeah. Where are you located right now?
I'm in Philadelphia, so I miss the hurricane that's kind of in New York right now. So,
Okay, good.
yeah. Who would think that hurricanes would be in the Northeast? But here we are.
I mean,
Yeah,
unprecedented times or whatever.
definitely.
um, so you got everything you need?
I think so. I think I'm good. I'm just going to minimize the window because I keep looking in the wrong direction.
Okay.
Too many computers, too many things
I
around me
know.
right now.
Lot of robots.
Lots of robots. Yeah, I'm ready to start.
Okay. So,
Cool.
Heatherly, we're ready for you.
All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Caitlin Cruz. I am not the romance writer if you Google me. So if you do Google me, that's not me. I currently work at Adobe as the design templates lead on the Adobe Stock content team.
She's about to play you right now, so give it 1 second.
Yeah, cool.
And there it goes. Yeah, so the Adobe stock content team. I had no idea.
Yeah, so a lot of people know about like stock photography. I work on the design end of things.
Perfect.
Yeah. I recently moved back to the state of Pennsylvania. I'm originally from the Pittsburgh area, about an hour south, and I did a really big grown-up thing and bought a house in Philadelphia. I spent the last 13 years in Brooklyn, New York, so this is the time for me to change it up a little bit. I graduated from Kent State University with a bachelor's in photography, and I received my master's from Pratt Institute in arts and cultural management. The title of my talk is The Pivot versus the Pick and Roll. And I can honestly say this title totally came up while watching the NBA finals. And I just kind of thought, oh, this is a really interesting way to kind of relook at your career path. I view career changes like life changes. They take great examination, process, and care. And this kind of made me reevaluate a little bit of how I'm looking at design. I also have to say I played basketball in junior high and high school, and I loved the original Space Jam. I didn't break out my original, Lady Eagles jersey from 8th grade, but, I do thrive on pressure. Also, this is my favorite meme of all time. And in the last year, I really had to have a mindset change. I was looking, why do I keep pivoting away instead of figuring out a different way to win or to soar a goal? And as a Black creative, I had to recenter myself with my work in my life. A pivot, if you're not sure what that is in terms of basketball, is when you rotate around your pivot foot without picking it up. We run into work obstacles. We tend to pivot away or around the issue by picking up more skills or taking on more work. We lose focus on what could be next. So this is where I had like a really different change and started focusing on this idea of a pick and roll. The pick and roll, if you're not sure what that is in basketball, it's when a player sets a screen for a teammate, and when you're handling the ball and you move to the basket in a different way to receive the pass. Using your skills as screens and not using them in a way to move away from your goal, I think is key. Using your talents, your network, or even your dreams can be a catalyst for growth and opportunity. Pivots can also become your screens. They help you move a little bit more effortlessly and to get there with a little bit of assistance. I've personally have gone through a few pivots myself. When I arrived at Kent State University, my focus was on pre-law. I really wanted to be a lawyer. Someone told me I was great at arguing. And then I decided that wasn't the path. I did take photography in undergrad, and with a phone call home and a push towards my parents, I changed my degree to photography. Also with an art history class thrown in there and a poetry writing class here and there. That kind of was my first move. I also, on my next screen was my big move to New York. Through the ups and downs of life and work, I'm figuring myself out as an adult, a creator, a designer of my life. And that was kind of like a big push for me to kind of reevaluate. Another thing, that a big realizing moment, was my life in the world of e-commerce photography. I was not having a great time. It was not where I wanted to see myself creatively. So in that moment, I chose to go back to school to receive my master's in arts and cultural management. Wasn't really sure how this was going to work in terms of, what's next and how does this fit into the story, but it's something that was really important to me. Another big factor was the year I spent at the Brooklyn Museum. Even though it was 1 year, it was this amazing journey for me to realize that having kindness and support around you is something that is so important to what you're doing day to day. Juggling. We juggle so many things in our lives. We want to do it all and do it all well. And, taking all these little bits and pieces, I really realized that it was the way to win. Also, here's Prince dunking, or Dave Chappelle as Prince dunking. And that kind of leads me really to this place I am now with Adobe. It was this amazing way to just come to myself and take all these little bits and pieces that I knew and do that I did well and formulate into a career. And I really truly see that these little journeys are these little tiny plays, right, that make up the playbook. And even if they're not reflected on the scoreboard, they're all parts of the journey. So thank you so much for your time. You can find me on LinkedIn. You can also find me on Instagram. I believe I'm private, but add me anyways. And of course, email me at any time.